Miracle, it hasn't gone for counter. This should be the sixth and final Leer. There's Destiny Bond. I'm afraid because we haven't seen counter. Miracotes again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge. And mine, my name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me S23. And this is the LeafGreen Randomizer Nuzlocke, the second series on the channel. It is episode 6. And if you are enjoying yourself here on the channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when these episodes are uploaded. We are going to start episode 6 like we do every episode with a quick team recap. So we start with our level 19 Armaldo. His name is Patrick. 2 Sandstream ability with the moves Scratch, Harden, Mud Sport, and Water Gun. We have level 22 Omanite named Taz with a Water Gun, Withdraw, Giga Drain, and Bite, and the ability Pressure. We have our level 23 starter Brodacon, the Quilava, with Clear Body ability, and then moves Quick Attack, Leer, Smoke Screen, and Ember, and finally, the newest member of the team caught in the previous episode, which went up yesterday, Denny, P67.2, our level 17 Scissor, with Quick Attack, Scizor, Quick Attack, Leer, False Swipe, and Pursuit, and the ability Hyper Cutter, which prevents attack reduction, which would be good for us. And please allow me to wish you all a very happy Easter. Thank you for tuning in. If you are tuning in on Easter Day, thank you for spending part of your holiday with us here on the channel. And if you're tuning on some other day, I hope that you had a wonderful Easter or however you celebrate that time of year, or just Sunday in general. So we are kicking off episode 6 with a gym battle, and then we are making our way south, headed toward the SS and eventually. Probably episode 7 will be the SS, and hopefully here in episode 6 it's a gym badge and some encounters. That's our goal. We're going to lead Patrick 2, but we're going to move Patrick 2 right out because of Water Gun on Poliwhirl. We do not want to risk our Armaldo Patrick 2. And if you're wondering why Patrick 2 and Denny P67.2, they were both named in the original first episode when we originally got our team of 4, and both went down. It was Denny P67 was Walrein, and Patrick was a Lickitung. Both of them lost in episode 1. If you haven't checked out episode 1 yet of the series, spoiler alerts, post or after the fact. After already spoiling, but go back and check it out. We are making our way through LeafGreen here on the channel, our second series. That was a crit. Another crit will do some good damage to us. So we're going to try to wake up one more time in Giga Drain, because that will heal us up. If we don't, then we will Super Potion ourselves up. Bubble won't do as much, so we're not afraid of that. We'll live it, even a crit. There's the wake up. There's the Giga Drain. This might one-shot, and if it does, it should get us pretty close, I would guess. Yeah, pretty close to fully healed. Yes, happy Easter if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, happy Sunday. I hope you're having a restful weekend if you can. If you are one of those many people who work on the weekends, thank you for working, keeping your businesses open for others who might enjoy or need the business. Depending on what type of business you may be in. We appreciate you going out and hustling and grinding, and we appreciate you spending some time with us here on the channel whenever you are watching this series. I hope you are enjoying yourself. The whole point of this series is to play a little bit of Pokemon, build a little bit of community, support each other, inspire each other, motivate one another to be the best versions of ourselves that we can. And Taz has been the best version of the closer we have had. Comes in to clean up a lot of the messes in almost every battle. Not all, but a lot of them, which is what a good closer does. Not necessarily every game, but a lot of them. We'll take that. Picnicker, Diana wants to send out the Kecleon, another Pokemon with an interesting kind of gimmicky moveset. Probably not so much a gimmicky moveset in this Randomizer, color change, which we know that Poliwhirl has. Not so much on a Kecleon. Let's see if Water Gun might be stronger. It's probably not because it's not Stab. Yeah, we'll go back to Scratch. Also not Stab, but I think we are more of a physical attacker than a special attacker. And while the physical special split isn't the same as it is Gen 4 onward, I misclicked, there is still moves that are physical, moves that are special. I believe every water, every dark, every psychic, every electric, every fire, and every dragon is special. Everything else is physical. And then from Gen 4 on, there are physical and special type moves pretty much for every Pokemon typing that you can find. Both Patrick 2.0 and Denny P6 7.2 get a level up. And we get Misty about 6-ish minutes in. 2 Pokemon for Misty. We're not too worried about what they might. Well, we are a little bit worried. Drink your water, by the way, before I forget. Not sponsored by any. But drink your water. Walrein does have a water type move, I am 99% sure. Unfortunately, we don't have anything really super effective against ice, but we do have rock types and steel types. But we do have Taz. Rather than coming into close, it's going to come in early in the game to make sure that we don't fall behind. A crit might kill us. We don't get critted. Giga Drain should heal us up pretty well. Won't one-shot. But between Giga Drain and the Sandstorm, we should be able to take Walrein down here on the next turn, which is what we need from Taz. Defense Curl doesn't affect us. I think Grass is special in this gen. Or at least Giga Drain is. I was just talking about the different typings that are definitely special. It's usually the Evolutions and Dragon. There is no Grass Evolution in... Oh, maybe. Maybe Leafeon is Gen 3. I honestly don't remember. We're actually going to keep Taz in to take down Gligar because we have Water Gun, which is super effective and special. Water and Flying. Very nice type move, like a Walrein. This would have been a one-shot, but that's okay. Taz can put in the work for us. Close out the gym. We'll heal up. We'll go get some more Pokemon. Boom. And Taz is victorious once again. And we have our second gym badge. We are 6 episodes in. We are 2 gym badges in. I'm really tempted. I'm going to do it. To make... maybe I won't do it. To make an Easter-related pun, but... Excuse me. We won't do it there. We will be tactful for once. But yes, it is a good day. When this goes up, heading back home from an Easter dinner with some family members. A little bit of button sticking there, but we unstick the buttons. I think we still have a decent amount of Pokeballs, but let's see. Let's see what the TM is that we just got. Might have been Mirror Move. We're not going to ever use Mirror Move, so we will sell that. I was to trade that. Horn Attack we might. We got some decent moves in here. Nothing Steel, which would be good. Nothing Rock, which would be good, but that's alright. We'll sell the Dire Hit, because we're probably not going to use that. We won't sell any Pokeballs. We won't sell the Dragon Scale, because we might encounter a Seadrip or Horsey at some point. So I got 10 of those. We'll buy another Antidote, so we have 5 of them. We'll just buy a couple of Paralyzed Seals just to have them. A couple of Awakenings just to have them. Stock up on a few more repels. We don't really want to repel too much right now anyway, because we want to go catching Pokemon. We do have to go get TM28, which is usually Dig. I'll see if it's randomized in this playthrough here, as it probably should be. Let's get our running shoes on. We'll go thwart Team Rocket. Stealing the TM. He's upset because Team Rocket Dude right here has tried to steal it, right? Says it's really expensive. Then we got to give it back to him, which I always try to do because he's trying to be polite, give him back their property. And he says, "Not keep it. I can just teach him how to dig with my hands." And it's like, well, that's why were you so upset about it if you don't really care? Also, not a good thief. He stole it and just went in the backyard. Like, is he trying to teach your Pokemon how to dig immediately? Why not get away? Like in Heart Gold or Soul Silver, where you go into Mystery's Gym after going to the power plant. You go to Mystery's Gym, you scare the person, the Rocket Grunt runs up the bridge. If you find out, like, I feel like this Rocket person should run up the bridge or something. He just hangs out at the back waiting for us. We don't complain too much though about it because it just makes our life easier. We don't have to go on a hunt. We'll bring in Broticon for the bug type. Make this nice and quick and easy. With a strong Ember. Kind of surprised it didn't one-shot. Moonlight's going to heal it back up a little bit too, so. Not enough for it to take 2 more Embers. It should just take the 1. We'll both take a little bit of damage from the Sand Stream. And down goes Unimis. Down goes the bug. Denny P67.2 gets up another level. Love to see it. We get TM28, which is typically Dig. Like I said, we will be good people. We will go back and say, hey, we got your TM. He says he doesn't want it. He says we can keep it. We will. TM28. Aurora Beam. Patrick can learn it. Broticon can learn it. Let's teach it to Patrick too. I'm always afraid because we might encounter a better Pokemon suited for Aurora Beam, but we need something on Patrick, right? We'll get rid of... I could have got rid of Mudsport, but that's alright. Strangely, Mudsport is actually somewhat useful on Armaldo and on this team. Typically, the Pokemon who learn it are ground type anyway, so it kind of makes no sense. Everybody can learn Razor Wind. Let's see if Denny P67.2 wants it. Blades of Wind hit the foe on the second turn. That's the one downside, is it's a 2-turn move. Let's... I don't know what to delete. I guess Leer, but Leer can come in handy. False Swipe, definitely not. We need that. I guess Pursuit because we have Bite on Taz, which is stronger. Then AP67 becomes a bit of a normal type user, but that's okay. Only Broadicon can learn that. Jump Kick. Nobody can learn. Stomp. Strangely, nobody can learn. We will keep Psychic for hopefully a Psychic type. And speaking of NEP 67.2, we will switch her in for the encounters because of False Swipe. Oh, we jumped a little early. False Swipe, of course, can do good damage, but will never beat a Pokemon. It can only leave it at 1 health point. So as long as it doesn't struggle or use a move with collateral damage, can bring a Pokemon down to 1 health point and really help us out. Here is our encounter. It is a flying type. It is also super effective against NEP 67.2, but we are Steel. We are higher level. It should take a quick attack. It'll probably take 2 quick attacks. Can't lower our attack. We'll just False Swipe out of an abundance of caution. Fury attack's going to do nothing. We're Steel. Only hits twice, so we get lucky there. I'm guessing it doesn't have something like Takedown, so we'll drop it to 1 HP. Let's see if we can't catch ourselves a 0 here. And we do. We catch ourselves a Firo, which is nice to have on the team. And we will name this after another follower who has, or a subscriber who has commented on the previous series at least, in Danders. So Danders, the Firo joins the team. We don't want anything in the daycare. There's at least 3 more encounters that way. So let's see if there's anything we can trade. Cacnea for an Oddish. Probably would make that trade. No offense to Cacnea. I prefer Oddish. I know that there are hidden items somewhere in here. I don't know where. So we're not going to waste time on that right now. Maybe between episodes or something I can go through and try to find those, but won't lose any sleep. There's no trade here, I don't think. No. Alright. Let's get this encounter. Ooh. Heck yes to Flaffy. I love Ampharos. And already level 15. We will definitely do what we can to get ourselves a Flaffy on the team. Start throwing some Pokeballs. Boom, first ball. Bassy comes through. Haven't had that for a while. Wonderful. Yes, we want to give a nickname to Flaffy. You know what? Because it is Easter, and this is light, right? Brightness. We will name this Easter. Boom. You know what we're going to do is we're actually going to run all the way back. We're going to heal up, then we're going to take on these trainers. There are a handful of other encounters we can get. We can't do them without beating some trainers, but we want to have these Pokemon healed up so that we can maybe use them. That'll make life easier. Nice to have somebody with teleport, but we're not there yet. which is okay. We will heal up. And for the first time all series, look at that. We have a team of 6. That is nice to see for sure. I believe there are 5 trainers down here that we will face. And then there are 2 more encounters. And ideally, we can get this all done in about 10 or 15 minutes to keep the episode fairly close to that 35 minute mark. Yes, I changed out of the hoodie, but this is still bulk recording on Friday with the weekend coming up and the new job on Monday, trying to get ahead. So this is our 3rd episode we're recording right now. Episode 6 overall, but 3rd of this session. So trying to keep them all closer to the 30-minute mark if we can. But how can we pass up on some encounters, giving ourselves the best chance we can to tackle the SS Anne in the next episode. Metapod comes out. Metapod. We will Razor Wind. It's going to get a harden off, so that's not going to help us a ton, but Razor Wind is our best and strongest move, so hopefully it'll do a good amount of damage. We can maybe quick attack it right afterward. I don't think one more quick attack is going to kill because it's going to be able to harden 3 times on this. Nope, it does. Hey, we'll take it. AP67 gets all of that. Mighty Anna comes in. Nothing super effective against us. Can't intimidate us, which is its normal ability. It's going to raise its own attack. But we get the Razor Wind off first. It then sand attacks us, trying to make it harder for us to hit it. But the quick attack comes through and takes down Mighty Anna. So Denny P67.2 doing pretty well so far. And Makuhita, who is relatively effective against most of our Pokemon here. We will bring in Brodicon. Fighting moves, of course, super effective against Steel and Rock. But everybody's neutral in this battle, so might as well bring out Brodicon. Makuhita just goes for that. We'll quick attack. Nice, easy fight there. We take those all day, every day. Another level on Brodicon. Diego. That's a cool name. I like that name. That is a pretty cool name. And you know what we're going to do is we're going to take the experience share off of Denny P67.2 because we are using her in the front. We're going to give it instead to Easter so that we can get some levels up there as well. Might be 6. I said 5. It might be 6 trainers right here because this is not a double battle. Ralts comes out first. We had a bug move. This would be phenomenal, but we don't. Ralts isn't super strong. And 1 quick attack is all it takes. And we get Denny P67.2 to level 20. Easter gets some experience points. Magnemite coming in. It is Steel type in this gen, so Brodicon is the play. I've joked a lot about Taz being the closer so far in the series, and I will say that early on in the year, having a little time off right at the moment until Monday when we start the new gig, probably watch almost as many Red Sox games, and thanks to Nesson 360 being more of a thing this year, probably watch more Red Sox games already this year, 6-7 games into the season, than I did in all of 2022 combined. Of course, I didn't have access to Nesson or Nesson 360 at the time, so that made it difficult. Thankfully, Nesson 360 is a thing. Also makes it helpful for Bruins fans like me. So a lot of Bruins games this year as well. And what a year to be watching the Bruins play. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to be that guy. Nope. Taz comes in and gets yet another save, as it were. Get out of the grass. We don't want, no offense, we don't want any counters right now. So I'm going to get through these. Get to the route to the right. Get into the Diglett cave so we can get an encounter there. Unfortunately, it will not be a Diglett, but our Muldo. Well, a good time for Denny P67.2. Whoops, to I was going to say give way yet again, but of course I then just keep mashing the A button and quick attack anyway. So we'll bring in Taz yet again. Water gun being our best option here. Armaldo making sure we can't use any sneaky electric moves from Taz, which is fine with us because we don't have any sneaky electric moves on Taz. We do have Water Gun, though, which is super effective and does good damage. Scratch, not very effective, and does 4. So, Sandstream does nothing to either of us. We are both Rock type. Water Gun, you take it down. Easter gets another level. Bug Catcher Elijah, fitting game on Easter Sunday, goes down as well. 2 more trainers here. 2 more encounters. This is going to go quite well. Soul Rock. Fencing a lot of rock types now that we put Denny P67.2 out in front. We don't have a steel type move on it. Intimidate will not affect us. We are not intimidated by the Rock Sun. We're not intimidated by the Rock Throw. We might want to Giga Drain if this doesn't kill. Well, if this doesn't kill, it's going to do next to no damage. But the Water Gun does one shot the Soul Rock. Taz does what Taz does, cleans it up yet again, gets Easter another level. Far-fetched. We will keep Taz in because we are still Rock type. Nothing super effective against us. We will bite the bird. Farfetch'd will leer us down, but that's okay. We'll bite the bird again. And that bitten bird goes down. Couldn't think of a quick synonym for goes down that would be alliterative with the B. But Sand Slash comes in. We'll use Giga Drain to get some health back and one-shot it. And by some health back, I mean all of it. And Picnicker Isabel succumbs to the closer Taz. Love Disc comes out. We're not super afraid of a Love Disc. And we will be able to keep the P67.2 in for this one. That sounds like a radio station. You're listening to Denny P672. I guess Denny is what, 6 characters? Denny P6? Denny P is 6 characters. A radio station, I don't even see what's coming in because I'm trying to make this stupid joke I'm about to make. I guess it would be more like DNIP 67.2. You're a classic rock station. It doesn't really work. And it was a long way to go for a bad joke. But if you know me in real life, you'll know that I will go to great lengths for a bad joke. So, it's in character. And in character for Denny P67.2 to take down was that a Kakuna? In character for Easter to gain another level. In character for Easter to get Thunder Wave. which will also help us catch Pokemon. So we have False Swipe and we have Thunder Wave now on the team. Fortunately, not on the same Pokemon, but hey, beggars cannot be choosers. We are seeing some growth here on the team. And speaking of some growth, let's see if we can't get some more. We've got 2 more encounters before we wrap the episode up. Let's start with the grass encounter here. And here it is. It is a Clefable, which is not as powerful or as good of an encounter as it would be a few generations from now when it is a fairy type, but we will definitely catch it for the team. We will catch it for duplication purposes. We won't probably use it on the team, but then if we run into a Clefairy or another Clefable or a Cleffa, Cleffa might be Gen 4. Either way, we won't have to catch it as our first round encounter per Nuzlocke rules. Instead, we can see if we can get something a little better, but first we have to get Clefable. Thankfully, the minimize will not affect our Pokeball throwing aim. We might switch into Easter and get the Thunder Wave off, just to make it a little bit more convenient for us. Not use as many Pokeballs, hopefully. So let's shift in Easter. Thunder Wave. There's the paralysis. That'll make it easier to catch, in theory. Lulling us to sleep, making us easier to catch. Hopefully the Clefable doesn't throw Pokeballs at us. That would be weird. Boom. Thunderwave does its job. Clefable is caught. As you know from the previous series, I have Aesop or Cleffa is Gen 4, but Aesop is my long-term nickname or long-time nickname for Clefable. I am an English major. I have a bachelor's and a master's in English. Aesop's Clefable is just a stupid, fun little pun for me. Sorry, not sorry. Actually, before we get too far into Diglett's Cave and this encounter that we're going to get a good encounter on, I can feel it. We bought him for a reason. Let's use one of the Awakenings just so we can put, or get Clefable awake and put, get paralysis on him. Can't put him to paralysis. All right. Let's see what this encounter is going to be. Took us a little bit there, but we got it. Let's see. Well, this is not fun ever to face, because if it counters, we are in trouble. So we're going to be smart, and we're going to immediately switch in Easter, who can paralyze Wobbuffet. Hopefully, in doing so, Wobbuffet will miss any move that could potentially hit us. That would be ideal. Paralysis comes through immediately. So grab Denny P 67.2 again. Miracle would be special. I also want to leer a little bit, I think, here. Because if we leer it down a little bit, we might get lucky. It's really what we're rooting for right here, right? Is we know we're not going to kill it. So Destibon does not scare us. We're going to false swipe it eventually, but if we can get it to the point where one false swipe gets it down, that would be ideal for us. That's what, the 4th leer, I believe. Then paralyzed twice, paralysis twice. Yeah. Good English. I just said I have an English degree. Miracle, it hasn't gone for counter. This should be the 6th and final leer. There's Destiny Bond. I'm afraid because we haven't seen counter. Mirror coats again. We're gonna risk it. If it lives and it gets off a counter, we're in trouble. Well, it's gonna live because it's gonna be phosphorus. But if it gets off a counter, that's gonna happen. If it gets off a counter, that's gonna happen. And it didn't even get Wobbuffet to 1 HP. Oh, Denny P67. We have not had good luck keeping you alive. And now the paralysis comes through. Where was that a moment ago? Where was that a moment ago? We can't let it defeat us. We can't let it beat us mentally. We need the Wobbuffet now more than ever because Wobbuffet took down our Pokemon. We caught the Wobbuffet. We caught the Wobbuffet. We need a good nickname for Wobbuffet. We're just going to name this Buffet because that's what the last bit of its name is. And it just feasted on us, played us like a fiddle, took down one of our best Mons, one of our best Pokemon catching Mons. One of those I knew it just wasn't using counter. It wasn't going to use counter until we attacked. Their AI was just waiting for us. So unfortunately, we move Denny P67.2 into our death box. Wobbuffet is level 17, so we will add Buffet to the team before we go into the SSN in the next episode. Just to have something else strong-ish on there, something that can take some hits, maybe do some fun strats, Destiny Bond if we hit, Sackmon, whatever you want to call it. We'll figure it out in the next episode. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.